What's up, everybody? It's your boy King Beam, and I'm back with another video. May the 4th be with you. Happy May the 4th, everyone. Hope you guys are having a great day. In honor of the greatest holiday in existence, I've decided to make a video listing all the Star Wars movies from my least favorite to favorite. And before the video gets started, I would like to ask you guys to please leave a like on the video and subscribe if you're new. It doesn't take that long, it's pretty easy, and it really helps to support the channel. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Number 11, Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Memes. The Phantom Menace ranks last on my list because the first half of the movie is pretty boring, to be honest. It's very slowly paced, the dialogue is weird, but I do enjoy Jar Jar Binks because he brings a lot of life to the subpar dialogue of the movie. But in the second half, we get to see the pod race, which was fun. Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon versus Darth Maul, the Battle of Naboo. The whole second half of the movie is very action-packed, it's fun, and it's a great movie to watch with friends. Number 10, Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clankers. In Attack of the Clones, we get to see Anakin Skywalker whine about almost everything. He gets his first taste at killing younglings, and we learn about his most fearsome enemy, sand.
I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating.
And Attack of the Clones would have been higher up on the list, but the dialogue in this movie is just so weird, especially between Anakin and Padme. Whenever they're alone talking to each other, the words they say are just out of this world, disgusting and cringe. And if it weren't for the very cringe aspects of this movie, it would be ranked higher. But it's a very fun movie. It also has a weird lightsaber duel at the end with Anakin and Dooku do that weird spin your lightsaber in the air thing. But the movie is great. Number 9, Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Johnson. And now, honestly, I wanted to put The Last Jedi higher up on the list because I really love this movie, but I love the other Star Wars movies more than this one. But I gotta say, this movie has the best visuals out of any Star Wars movie ever. I mean, the lightsabers look gorgeous. I mean, the fight scenes were gorgeous. That one scene where Holdo pulls a Holdo maneuver and just blows up the whole Star Destroyer. That most beautiful scene out of any Star Wars movie. And I know there's a lot of controversy revolving around this movie. I used to hate it personally, but after watching a few videos on why some people thought it was good, I watched the movie again and I developed a love for this movie. So yeah, I think everyone should watch The Last Jedi because it's pretty great. Number 8, Star Wars Episode 7, The Fan Service Awakens. Now, there's also a lot of controversy revolving around this movie because people say, oh, it's just Star Wars Episode 4 but different. And they're not wrong, but they're not right either. It's all to your own opinion. But I must say, this movie is jam-packed with lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of fan service. But other than that, I think the movie is really great. I love the duel between Rey and Kylo Ren at the end. I would have loved to see J.J. Abrams direct the whole trilogy to see how that would have went, but I'm fine with what we got. I really love this movie. I don't know, the more you watch it, it loses some of its magic, but it's still a great movie that I think everyone should watch. Number 7, Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. Now, when I hear people review this movie or talk about it on YouTube, I hear a lot of people say, oh, there's too many characters and they expected me to feel bad for them dying at the end. I couldn't really connect with the characters, but I disagree. I think the cast of characters was great. I specifically love Chirrut Imwe and Cassian Andor. Those are my favorite characters from this movie. I actually fell in love with all of them in the short amount of time that they were on the screen. I felt pretty sad when they died. Spoiler alert. And then the last, 5 minutes of this movie, we just get to see Darth Vader go ham on the rebels. And if you didn't know, that's how Darth Vader is in the comics. And I would love to see more of that Darth Vader on the big screen. But hey, it is what it is. This movie is fantastic. Number 6, Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Sheev. Yes, I know this movie is very, very weird and controversial with the whole bringing Palpatine back and Rey being his granddaughter, and it's the storyline is very interesting, and I for one, I love the movie. I love the special effects. I love the story that we got. I would have preferred Kylo Ren to still be alive at the end, but and I didn't like Reylo, and I definitely hated Rey Skywalker because, I could make a whole video on that. But for what we got, I think it was a great conclusion to the Skywalker saga, and yeah, I just love this movie. Number 5, Solo, A Star Wars Story. Solo is the most underrated Star Wars movie ever because it came out after The Last Jedi came out, and then that's when the fan base was divided and people were boycotting Disney and all that. And then a lot of people didn't take a chance on Solo. But the movie is an excellent movie. You don't have to worry about, Jedi and the rebellion and all that. It's just a good movie about a guy trying to make his way into the galaxy. And then I love the character Beckett, and I love Lando in this movie. I love Tobias. I really love all of the characters in this movie, and I like them because you don't know if you can trust them or not the whole movie, and there's a lot of plot twists. If you haven't seen Solo, go give it a chance because the movie is fantastic. Number 4, Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. Now, it was so hard to rank the original trilogy because I go back and forth between which one's my favorite all the time. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to have Return of the Jedi in the last place of the original trilogy. I don't have anything bad to say about this movie. The movie speaks for itself. It's amazing. And I specifically love the saber duel between Vader and Luke at the end of the movie. I love the just that one part where Luke's just hammering down on Vader's lightsaber at the end, and then cuts off his arm. If you want to hear more on that fight, go watch my video on my top 10 lightsaber duels. Anyway, this movie is great. It was a great conclusion to the original trilogy, and yeah, that's all I gotta say about this. Number 3, Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. Now, the only reason that this is not ranked higher than Empire Strikes Back is because the lightsaber duel in Empire Strikes Back. We're gonna get to that later, but yeah, I mean, it's Star Wars: A New Hope, the first ever Star Wars movie that came out, the movie that shook the world. I don't really have anything to say. The movie again speaks for itself. Star Wars: A New Hope. We get introduced to Luke, Leia, Han, Obi-Wan, Vader. The whole movie just keeps you invested in the story and the characters. George Lucas is a genius. This movie is great. Number 2, Star Wars Episode 5, Empire Strikes Back. Now, Empire Strikes Back, that's most people's favorite Star Wars movie. It's not mine, but it deserves its praise. The movie is great. We get introduced to Lando Calrissian, which is one of my favorite Star Wars characters. I love the training arc with Luke and Yoda. That's great. Yoda has some great lines in this movie. The lightsaber duel between Luke and Vader on Bespin. I mean, the love story between Han and Leia. The whole movie is just jam-packed with excitement, and I love Episode 5. Number 1, Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. I mean, what can I say about this movie? It has everything. It has the love, the peril, the action, best lightsaber duel out of any Star Wars movie thing ever. It has the most memes out of any Star Wars film. This movie is just great. I mean, how can you not love it? I'm always in the mood to watch this movie. It makes me laugh. It makes me want to cry. The movie is just fantastic. Thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great day, and may the Force be with you.